Junkyard Junkie, back here with another video. Today we have a oil leak that we need to figure out where it's coming from. Okay, so when you have an oil leak, usually it's something very simple such as a valve cover gasket. Those are really easy to do and they're pretty cost effective. But the one thing that we're hoping it is not today is the rear main seal. With the rear main seal, whenever it starts leaking oil, you have to either take out your engine or your transmission. That way you can actually even get to it. It's a very cheap part, but it's a lot of labor. So first, let's go ahead and look at what we see. We gotta drive it up on ramps so we can look underneath. Okay, so first we're gonna line up the ramps and then we're gonna drive it up on there. Okay, so now that we're up under the car, as you can see, this is your oil pan right here. And as you can see, it is soaking wet. It's got oil all over it. And if we come over here to our transmission, it also has oil all over it. And what makes me think that it's probably a rear main seal is the fact that it's primarily coming from right here in between the transmission and the engine. But it still could be a valve cover job, so even if I think it's a rear main seal, I like to go ahead and use UV dye. That way we can see exactly where it's coming from. Okay, so using UV dye, you could wind up saving yourself a lot of time and headache and money. You can get any brand. I just picked this up off Amazon. It says to use a quarter of this for every ounce of liquid you're pouring it into. We're pouring it into the oil, so it really needs 5, but we're going to have to pour the whole bottle in there. So for a quick demonstration purposes, if we shine our UV light on there, it's a purple light, nothing going on, but you always want to use these yellow tinted glasses with it. They usually come in a kit, and as you can see, where the light is, but now we'll put a little dye on there and show you what it'll look like after that happens. Okay, so we'll just go ahead and pour just a little bit on here. Just like that. Now, putting on the glasses. Now look how well that shines and lights up. Okay, so now all we gotta do is just unlock our oil cap. We're just gonna pour it all in there. That's good. Now depending on how bad your oil leak is, you may have to run it for longer. This one seems to be pretty big, so we're gonna be able to drive it around just a little bit and we'll probably be able to see it. But if it's a smaller leak, you may have to drive it for a longer period of time. That way it can actually have time to work its way out. So now I'm going to go ahead and back it off the ramp and go take it for a little drive. And then once we get back, I'll show you the results. Okay, so what you want to do when you first get it back is go ahead and look around with the UV light. That way you can actually look and see if you see any oil leaking. The main spots you want to be looking for is your valve cover gasket to see if it's leaking anywhere. So I'll look where the valve cover goes. You can see the green right there from the AC line. We didn't put it in there, but we had it checked before. Okay, so I just took it for a quick drive, just a few miles down the road and back. And if we come right here where the engine meets the transmission and we shine this light on it, we don't even need the glasses. We can already see it's leaking out right there. I mean, it's pretty clear to see. But when you do this, always look all the way around it. You know, come look everywhere you can to make sure that it's not like just drip down from the top of the motor and then come down to here. But as you can see, it's clean right here. But look all over for it. But it's definitely coming from right here. So unfortunately, in this case, it will be the rear main seal. Hopefully this doesn't happen to you. But if you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you.